Hello, I am Dr. Y.S. Vidya, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Lal Bahadur Shastri Government First Grade College, RT Nagar, Bangalore. Today, we are discussing some problems related to an astrophysics. The learning objectives are the solved problems on the astrophysics. Learning outcomes are the students will learn and develop a scientific reasoning habits in astrophysics related to problem solving skill. The students can learn and he show gains in conceptual learning, attitudes and the interest. Calculate the luminosity of the Barnard star whose apparent brightness is 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11 watt per meter square and is 5.94 light years away from the earth. Here the given values are B is equal to, which is nothing but an brightness, is given by 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11 watt per meter square and D is given by 5.94 light years. Here we are converting light years into a meter by multiplying with the 9.46055 into 10 to the power of 15 meters. Then we get 5.6195 into 10 to the power of 16 meter. We have to calculate what is the luminosity. The expression for the luminosity is given by L is equal to 4 pi d square into B. 4 into pi value is 3.142, d is nothing but 5.6195 10 to the power of 16 whole square into 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11. This luminosity is given by 1.404 into 10 to the power of 24 watts. The apparent magnitude of the star Sirius A is 1-1.44 and that of another dimmer star Regulus is plus 1.36. Calculate the relative brightness of the star Sirius A with respect to Regulus. Given is m of Sirius is given by m1 which is equal to minus 1.44. M of Regulus is taken as m2 which is given by plus 1.36. Here we have to calculate what is the ratio of the B1 divided by B2, that is the brightness of the Sirius with respect to brightness of the Regulus. We know the formula m2 minus m1 is equal to 2.5 into log of B1 by B2. M2 is nothing but 1.36 minus m1 is minus 1.44 is equal to 2.5 into log of B1 divided by B2. When we calculate these values, we got B1 by B2 is equal to anti-log of 1.152. This anti-log of 1.152 is nothing but 14.1905. So, B1 is equal to 14 times 1905 that times that of the B2. If the parallax of the star Groombridge 34A is 0.28 arc second, calculate its distance from the earth. Per second is P is given by 0.28 arc seconds. Here there is a relationship between the distance from the earth with respect to an P parallax. Here d is given by 1 by p which is nothing but 1 over 0.28 and we got 3.57142 arc seconds. So, d is given by 3.57142, 1 per second is equal to 3.2616 light years. So, we got d is equal to 11.648 light years. Calculate the surface temperature of the star Bellatrix at which the light of the maximum intensity is emitted with a wavelength 1.0357 10 to the power of minus 7 meter. Here they have given lambda maximum is equal to 1.0357 10 to the power of minus 7 meter. We have to calculate the temperature. And here lambda maximum is equal to 0.0029 T divided by T. So, T is given by this one and hence T is equal to 28,000 Kelvin. Calculate the average temperature of a star of mass 2 times that of mass of the sun and the radius is 2.5 times that of radius of the sun. Given the average temperature of the sun is equal to 2.88 in 10 to the power of 6 Kelvin. Here m is given by 2 times that of mass of the sun and r is equal to 2.5 times that of the radius of the sun. T of sun of average is given by 2.88 in 10 to the power of 6 Kelvin. So, the solution is given by T of average is equal to m by m of sun, R of sun divided by R into T of sun, that is temperature of the sun average. So, by substituting these values we get T average is equal to 2.304 into the power of 6 Kelvin. Calculate the internal temperature of the sun at a distance 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter from its center. The core temperature of the sun is given by 10 to the power of 7 Kelvin. Here, the given values are small r is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter, and Tc, temperature of the core, is given by 10 to the power of 7 Kelvin, and radius of the sun is given by 6.9599 10 to the power of 8 meters. So we have to calculate what is the internal temperature of the sun. The internal temperature of the sun is given by critical temperature Tc into 1 minus small r divided by capital R. Here we know Tc is nothing but 10 to the power of 7 into 1 minus small r is 2 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 6.955999 10 to the power of 8. So we get the internal temperature of the sun is equal to 7.126 into 10 to the power of 6 Kelvin. Calculate the average pressure of the sun. Given R of sun is equal to 6.9599 into 10 to the power of 8. Mass of sun is equal to 1.989 10 to the power of 30 kgs, and G is given by 6.673 10 to the power of minus 4 Newton meter square per kg square. So here R of sun is given by, they have given the value of R of sun and mass of the sun and as well as the G value. So the average pressure is given by 3 divided by 16 pi into capital Gm divided by R to the power of 4. By substituting the values, 3 into G is 6.673 10 to the power of minus 4 into M is nothing but 1.989 10 to the power of 30 whole square divided by 16 into 3.142 into 6.9599 10 to the power of 8 whole to the power of 4. Then we get P of average is equal to 6.718 into 10 to the power of 13 Newton meter square. The surface temperature and core temperature of the sun are 5800 and 10 to the power of 7 Kelvin. Calculate the photon diffusion time in the sun. Here they have given temperature of the surface temperature of the sun as 5800 Kelvin, and Tc is equal to 10 to the power of 7 Kelvin. Radius of the sun is equal to 6.9599 10 to the power of 8 meters. We have to calculate what is the photon diffusion time. The photon diffusion time is given by 4r divided by 105 into C into Tc divided by T whole to the power of 4. Just substitute these values and we get the photon diffusion time is equal to 7.809 10 to the power of 11 seconds. Consider a white dwarf and a neutron star, each of one solar mass. The radius of the white dwarf is that of the earth and is given by minus 6400 km, and radius of the neutron star is 10 km. Determine the density of two type of the star. Given one solar mass is equal to 1.98 into 10 to the power of 30 kg. Here they have given mass of the sun is equal to mass of the solar mass, which is given by 1.989 10 to the power of 30 kgs. Radius of the white dwarf is given by 6400 into 10 to the power of 3 meter, and the radius of the neutron star is given by 10 km. We have to calculate what is the density of the white dwarf and what is the density of the neutron star. The density of the white dwarf is given by m divided by 4 pi 3 pi into radius of the white dwarf whole cube. Just substitute these values, we get 1.81 into 10 to the power of 9 kg per meter cube. And here the density of the neutron star is given by same thing. Here we have to replace the radius of the white dwarf with the radius of the neutron star, and by substituting the radius of the neutron star as in 10 to the power of 4 whole cube, we get 4.748 in 10 to the power of 17 kg per meter cube. Calculate the radius of the neutron star whose mass is 1.5 times that of mass of the sun. And here mass is given by 1.5 times that of the mass of the sun. We have to calculate the radius of the neutron star. The radius of the neutron star is given by 12.3 into m divided by mass of the sun whole to the power of 1 by 3. Here they have given mass of the mass is equal to capital M is equal to 1.5 times that of mass of the sun. Just substitute that value and we get radius of the neutron star is equal to 10.745 kilometers. Calculate the Schwarzschild radius of a black hole of mass 20 into 10 to the power of 6 mass of the sun. Here mass of the black hole is equal to 20 into 10 to the power of 6 times that of mass of the sun. Mass of the sun is given as 20 into 10 to the power of 30 kg, and we know G is equal to 6.673 10 to the power of minus 11, and C is nothing but the velocity of the light, which is given by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Then we have to calculate what is the radius of the Schwarzschild radius. Schwarzschild radius is given by 2 gm divided by c square. Just substitute that values and we got Scott shield radius as on 5.93 in 10 to the power of 6 kilometers. The absolute magnitude of a white dwarf is 10 and its surface temperature is 12,000 Kelvin. Compare its radius and luminosity with those of the Sun. Given absolute magnitude of the Sun is 4.7 and its surface temperature is 6,000 Kelvin. Here the luminosity of the white dwarf is 10, luminosity of the Sun is 4.7, temperature of the white dwarf is 12,000 Kelvin and temperature of the Sun is 6,000 Kelvin. We have to calculate what is the ratio of the radii and we have to calculate what is the ratio of the luminosities. Okay, and here m of Sun divided by mass of an white dwarf is given by this formula, and here by this is given by 4 pi r square that of the Sun into sigma into 10 to the power of 4 that of the Sun, and here 4 pi r square, that is the radius of the white dwarf square, sigma into temperature of the white dwarf to the power of 4. Just substituting that values, we got radius of these two, the ratio of these two radius is equal to 2.74 and the radius of an ratio of the masses is given by 2.12. Calculate the rotational kinetic energy of a neutron star of mass 2 times that of mass of the Sun, and radius is 1.2 times that of radius of the Sun, and frequency is given by 30 rps. Here mass of the neutron is given by 2 times that of the mass of the Sun, and radius of the neutron star is given by 1.2 times that of radius of the Sun, and f is equal to 30 rps. And here we have to calculate what is the rotational kinetic energy, and the rotational kinetic energy is given by half into m into r square omega square. Omega is nothing but 2 pi f whole square. Just substitute that value and substitute f is equal to 30. Here k is equal to 2 will get cancelled. Mass of the Sun is nothing but 1.989 10 to the power of 13 into 1.2 into 6.9599 10 to the power of 8 is the radius of the Sun whole square into 2 pi f is nothing but 2 into 3.142 into 30 whole square. Hence the rotational kinetic energy is given by k is equal to 7.08 into 10 to the power of 51 joules. If the luminosity of the white dwarf is 0.001 times that of the luminosity of the Sun and its radius is 650 km, calculate its temperature. We have to calculate what is the temperature of the white dwarf. Here luminosity of the white dwarf is given by 0.001 times that of the L of Sun, and here the radius of the white dwarf is equal to 650 km and temperature of the white dwarf is equal to how much we have to calculate. We know the relation, luminosity of the white dwarf divided by luminosity of the Sun is equal to radius of the white dwarf divided by radius of the Sun whole square into temperature of the white dwarf divided by temperature of the Sun whole to the power of 4. We have to substitute. Here they have given LWD divided by L is given by 1.00 1 by 100, or it is nothing but 0.001, and it is given by radius of the white dwarf is 650 km. Kilometer is nothing but 10 to the power of 3, and r of Sun we know 6.9599 in 10 to the power of 8 whole square. We have to calculate what is the temperature of the white dwarf divided by 6000 whole to the power of 4. By calculating all these values, we got temperature of the white dwarf is equal to 62086 Kelvin. Thank you.